Hey guys and gals, today we talk about the movie Grunt, the wrestling movie. And man, I'm surprised I never heard of this movie too. So I guess I would consider this to be a very underrated wrestling movie. But oh man, I highly enjoyed this shit, bro. I mean, it's like if you think about this, this was done what went on IMDb on it. It was 1985, right? I guess you could consider this to be one of the godfathers of documentaries, POV, found footage style movies. I guess style flicks, which is popular now thanks to Paranormal Activity stretching it longer. Um, wow. Movie starts out with this wrestler decapitation. I mean, the head came off from another wrestler from an accidental wrestling event. So you got a tragic event, and you find out the wrestler that did it by mistake. He went to like a mental hospital. He went to a food bank, and you find out that this wrestler killed himself, right, in suicide. Later on, 6 years later, the committee of this wrestling organization decided to try and put the belt on a wrestler. I mean, trying to find a heavyweight championship belt to put on the new champion since it was vacant for years, because the guy that died didn't really lost the match. If you think about it, yeah, kind of weird, isn't that? Imagine that was WWE. Vince McMahon would not have that happen. Fuck that shit. He said, you know what? We go put a belt on somebody. Fuck it. We ain't waiting for no 6 years and shit. You know. But then this is where you lead up to the main story plot with this documentary guy who wants to do a documentary on this wrestler called The Mask, and he believed The Mask is actually the wrestler that jumped off the bridge that caused suicide, but he was actually alive, known as The Mask because it kind of looked like him, has his body weight, his wrestling style. So this documentary guy with a whole of this hustler goes around trying to interview wrestlers, interview people that's close to a guy named Mad Dog, and then you see some cool wrestling moves, cool wrestlers, which has some really good wrestling skills in this movie, better than what I actually in WWE lately. So that's some fucked up shit. You know, but and you got cast carry out. You got one documentary crew interviewed the first love interest of Mad Dog, how Mad Dog broke her heart and she gets mad and everything. And let me just say, I don't want to spoil the ending because the ending do have a twist about when the wrestler gets unmasked. So you get like this little what the fuck moment at the same time. So it does build up though, man. This movie does build up. Um, cool soundtrack. One of my favorite wrestlers, Adrian Street, is in this movie where he gets like towards the end and stuff. And you also hear some of the soundtracks from Adrian Street in this movie too, which is kind of awesome. If you're an Adrian Street fan, then you know what I'm talking about. If you've never heard of him, guess what? Go on YouTube, check out his matches. So that's the beauty of the magic of the internet. Back in the days, first time I heard of Adrian Street was like Pro Wrestling Illustrated, and I was able to get some video cassette tapes back in the days when I was a kid. Which I ordered on catalog, but I don't have those videotapes no more. But at least I was exposed to other wrestling organizations back in the days, so I was fortunate and lucky to check those out. But yeah, man. I mean, it's a cool quest for this guy, who did his documentary, trying to find ways to find out who this wrestler is, the mask, interviewing people. I felt like it was really good. I highly enjoyed it. I'm surprised I never saw this movie before, but you know what? If you never had a chance to see this movie as I did, check it out on YouTube. That's where I was. That's where I saw it. I guess it's very rare out of print. It never. I don't think it has an official DVD or Blu-ray release. I don't think so. What I know of, because if it did, I probably have picked it up. But anyway, peace, guys. See you later.